Here we go. And action. I'm a sucker for animal movies.
All right, team, last night for the season.
Anything with dogs, for whatever reason, has always gotten me.
It's based on a true story, which makes it even more compelling.
The dogs have been wonderful. They're so cute.
They're really incredible.
This had everything I was looking for as a director. A wonderful story that was a challenge to make.
Roll, marker, action. Is anybody hungry this morning?
One of the big challenges we had was how do you get the look of Antarctica without having to go to Antarctica, because that's prohibitively expensive. So we said, look, we've got to find sort of a back lot of Antarctica.
Ideally, you pack everybody up and go down to Antarctica and film a little bit down there, but it's just not possible.
The key to finding this location was there couldn't be any trees. So when we found this little town about 800 miles north of Vancouver called Smithers, what we found was a plateau that was right at the top of a ski resort, and it was perfect. No trees.
And if you filmed at just the right angle, you were able to believe that you were in an Antarctic landscape.
Good job, good team. Action.
Bring the dogs back to number one. As soon as they're in position, we roll.
All right, official introductions. On lead, we got my best girl, Maya.
Good.
Next to her, we got the granddaddy of the bunch. That's old Jack.
His real name is Apache. He's about 5 years old, and he's a very sweet, sweet boy.
Back here, the white one. This is Shorty.
Shorty was just a rebel. The dogs are supposed to be walking and tired and everything. He'd just go bounding along.
And next to him is the pup of the bunch. That's Max. He's got the right stuff. I expect big things out of him.
This is DJ, and he's playing Max. He's the youngest. He's has the least seniority.
And right here, we got the twins. This is Truman. Truman here took a bite out of Dewey a couple years ago. You notice the scar above Dewey's left eye? Well, they've been buddies ever since.
This is Sitka, and Sitka plays Truman.
And then back here, last but not least, we got the two Malamutes. The gray one, Shadow. And the red one is his buddy. All brawn and absolutely no brain.
Good.
We spent several weeks traveling all over Canada, the United States, finding dogs to be in the film.
DJ, look.
We find them through breeders and people that train sled dogs. We also found a lot of dogs actually at animal rescues and things like that. And some of the shadow dogs, for example, came from a Alaskan Malamute rescue in Tennessee. So the dogs really come from all over.
Dealing with the different personalities there has been pretty fun too, you know. For every dog that we have in a movie, there's 8 all in all. Each one of them has at least 3 doubles.
We only need 1 shadow, but I need 2 maxes.
Generally, we have one dog that is what we call the lead dog. He's the most highly trained, he's the hero look, and he does most of the work. We also have a backup dog. So for example, if we have a shot where they have to run a long, long distance, many, many times, we'll use one of the backup dogs so that the character dog is fresh. We also have dogs that are dedicated to just sledding. We do a lot of dog sledding in this movie.
I love every opportunity they give me to jump on that sled and run it wide open with the dogs through the shot.
Their love of pulling is phenomenal. They get so excited when they see the harnesses coming out. And they can get going up to 40 miles an hour. It's also a symbiotic relationship between a musher and his dogs. He does everything he can for them, and in return, do everything they can for him.
We trained for almost 5 months before we even started shooting. We start by training the dogs basics, sit and lie down.
Action.
And then we get into training the specific things that are required by the script, which there was a lot of in this show. We taught the dogs to curl up and lie down like a dog would in a blizzard, and you get to the point where you can actually cover them completely in snow.
I'm training Noble here for the slipping of the collar scene. It's a fairly difficult behavior because he has to learn to get really low and shake his head and his body side to side in order to get out of it.
And we had to do a lot of things, like teaching the dogs to actually just watch Paul.
So he's going to naturally look at Paul when he walks up here.
Yeah.
For us to shoot that, it's very difficult. We have Paul give them treats and pet them and talk to them.
You know what these are, too. I can see in your eyes. This is what you live for. When you go in to pet them, it's almost as if you have to ask for permission. You know, you have to really show your hand and make slow movements. I want a kiss.
Polar.
Right here. These dogs, they're working dogs. And I don't want people to think that the work that they're doing, that it's strenuous or something they don't enjoy doing, because quite the contrary, the dogs absolutely love their work. That's what they live to do. That's what they've been bred to do.
You see these dogs, like just a single of a dog coming up to the top of a rise, and their eyes, the huskies and the malamutes, their eyes are just riveting, because they're these iridescent blue, unblinking, utterly focused creatures.
They were amazing to work with. There's some pretty good actors. I was pretty envious, actually.
I'm not trying to steal your shot. Accuses me of getting all the screen time.
Field marker. Paradise, baby.
Well, here we are, just another day at the office. I find one of the most interesting things about making movies is figuring out how to do it with smoke and mirrors. To get the grander, bigger shots, we sent our second unit off to Greenland with specific storyboards, and he would match the dogs and the people and the sledding to what we were doing in Smithers. So when you're looking this way, you're looking at Smithers, and then when you're looking in the reverse, you're looking in Greenland. And back in Canada, the setup on the mountain was quite impressive, because when you think about what we had to do every day, it's kind of mind-boggling. Every morning we had to move 150 people and 16 dogs onto that mountain.
Okay, come on, Timba, load up. Hup. Good.
Good, we're getting close. Not only did you have to move all these people on, you had to have communications all the time down the mountain about where everybody is, who's ready, who isn't, radios, satellite phones.
Right, that sounds good.
With just an amazing amount of communication back and forth that had to go on to keep this unit in operation running, and having everything on the mountain that we needed to shoot.
Okay, stand by, ready to go.
Charlie, take 2, ceiling marker.
And action.
Some days it was grueling, and the snow and the wind, and it was freezing.
This was the outdoors.
And action.
We had challenges every day because of the weather. The weather would change in 10 minutes.
Boy, it dropped, didn't it?
Yeah, it dropped quick.
Any given day, actors had to prepare for 3 different scenes. If it was blizzardy, we got this scene over on this set. If it was sunny in the afternoon, we'd move over to this set and get this scene.
Yeah, we're in a bad spot here.
Jerry, we've got a major storm coming in. Mactown wants you in right away.
A lot of times in the movie, it's a real blizzard. When that wind is blowing and howling, they're in it.
There were a few days there where we saw 30 below with wind chill, maybe a little colder.
The order will be Shadow, Truman, Shorty, Dewey, Max.
Scratcher, and then he goes down and dig.
No, we got it. Good, go. Noble, come here.
One of our backlot locations in Smithers was a Russian fish hut. We had the dogs come over the hill and run down to the fish hut. And then we sent the fish hut to Greenland. And I did little sketches for the second unit director, who then matched into the footage that we had shot in Smithers, Canada, and those were shot in Greenland, with big giant icebergs in the background. It matched up perfectly, and it all looked like it was in the same place.
Okay, here we go.
Keep glancing at him. Never take your eye off of him.
She's coming to you, Doc. She's coming to you.
There are a couple of scenes in the movie that were impossible to do in a real location.
So bring Bruce back up, please.
Mike or Jamie.
Ready, quiet, please. Action camera.
So we built an ice set on a big stage, and we used it for the big battle between the leopard seal and the dogs.
The leopard seal looks very, very scary, so we really start by just teaching the dogs to be around it.
Get DJ a little closer before the seal comes out.
Once they've reached that level, then they have to attack it.
One of the key elements to inspiring dogs to act is baby food. So we spread a whole bunch of baby food all over this decaying whale so the dogs would be motivated to act like they were eating it. So it's all about these dogs being incredibly trained to do specific actions to tell the story. And it was our job to capture it on film and make it look very natural.
And cut. Good. Very nice. Good.
DJ, Victor, take 2, Chelsea, and then you
We got dogs today, we got actors today, and we got a lot of snow today. It was just an amazing experience being up there with all these people doing their jobs, and it ran like a Swiss watch.
It was just beautiful up there with vistas that were just the most dramatic, incredible views ever.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
It was gorgeous, so pretty, and I feel really blessed that I got to do something like that.
I love you. I love you.
Right up out there, huh? I just love being outdoors in the snow, working with dogs. Come on, Max!
I had a wonderful cast, I had fantastic dogs, a beautiful location. What more could you ask for?
And cut, print, great.